everybody, it's Reckless, and welcome to Breaking the Fourth Wall. So, yesterday was reset day, and I apologize for not getting this video out to you then, but it was T12 Tuesday, and this is episode 5, where I show you guys all of the best gear that you need to grab from the vendors in order to achieve Tier 12. So, what's Tier 12, you ask? Well, I will put a link to a video in the description that explains Tier 12 in depth. But in short, you want to grab any piece of gear that is 97% or higher for the stats and perks that you are looking for. Now, before we actually get into the video, if you guys enjoy it, hitting that like button and giving your opinion on the video itself as well as the gear in the comment section below will be greatly appreciated. So, what you're looking at right now is Destiny Item Manager. It is one of 2 applications that you can actually use to look at gear and find out which gear you have is Tier 12 equivalent. And I like using this one better because it's easier to use in my mind. The other one is called Tower Ghost, but for this video we're actually going to use DIM, which is Destiny Item Manager. So right now you were looking at my gear. Weapons do not matter when it comes to Tier 12 gear because weapons do not have stats on it. So the first thing you guys actually want to do is go to where it says vendors. Now, one thing that I actually noticed about all the vendors in the tower is that all of them have the same gear, with the exception of Eris Morn and the Speaker. And I'll actually get into that in a second. Now, what I mean by this is, so for the Titan Vanguard, Hunter Vanguard, the Warlock, the Factions, the Crucible Handler, and the Vanguard Handler, all of them all have the same gear. I said Vanguard Handler, but there really isn't no Vanguard Handler. It's all the Vanguards, the respective Vanguards, sorry. So, real quick, we're going to start this off. The gear you're trying to look for is from Eris Morn, the Speaker, Varix, Tyrakarn, and Shiro 4, if you are looking for gear that rotates on a weekly basis. If not, and you're just looking for the vendor gear, then we'll get into that as well. So we're going to start off with Eris Morn first. Eris Morn does not have any piece of gear that is Tier 12 equivalent, and neither does Varix. So we're going to skip them. As for Vanguard, nothing. Hunter Vanguard, nothing. Warlock, nothing. Once you come to the Crucible Handler, which is Lord Shaxx, we have a 98% gloves for the Warlock with Intellect and Discipline. We also have a 98% gloves for the Titan with Intellect and Discipline, as well as 98% for the Hunter with Intellect and Discipline. That is it for Tier 12 gear from Lord Shaxx. Moving on to Future War Cult, we have Warlock boots at 98%, and this has Intellect and Strength. And then we also have a Warlock class item with that is 98% as well with Discipline and Strength. And if I didn't mention, this has Intellect and Strength. And that is it for Future War Cult. As for Dead Orbit, we have Hunter Gauntlets that are 98% with Intellect and Strength, as well as Hunter Boots with Intellect and Strength also at 98%. Then we have Titan Armor at 99% with Intellect and Strength, as well as a Hunter Helmet with Intellect and Strength at 99%. Next is New Monarchy. We only have one piece of gear here, and that is the Titan Mark at 98% with Intellect and Discipline. And moving down to the Speaker. The Speaker only has one piece of gear that is Tier 12 equivalent, and it is this 100% Titan Mark with Intellect and Strength. So if I were you guys, I definitely would pick that up. As for Shiro 4, we actually have no gear, but Tyrakarn does have the Memory of Scory with Intellect and Discipline at 112%. Now the calculations for artifacts are weird, and it's not in, I don't know. I feel anything above 112, I'm sorry, anything above 100 for an artifact is good, but for some reason Bungie still hasn't fixed the percentage on what this actually is for artifacts. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for all your support. Subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications if you haven't already. I'm Reckless, and remember, own your success, and I will see you guys next time. Oh, and real quick, if you guys want to know about the update for the sandbox that actually went live for update 2.5.0.2, I would actually put a link in the description to a video for that I made yesterday. All right, I will see you guys later.